Hello everyone, hope you can hear me. Okay, so you can see that gold has completed this upside move as we are expecting since market tapped into this daily order block, right? We're expecting this push to the upside, which market has completed possibly. We do not have any confirmation for that yet. And today we are expecting market, basically yesterday we were expecting market to push to the upside because this push to the downside was completed, and that's what we're expecting, that market should give us a pullback for this wave 2 inside this wave Y, right? So this was what we were expecting, and market did exactly that. Market gave us this push to the upside that we're looking for, and market has tapped into the daily fair value gap, right? This is the daily order block, which we'll be looking after if market continues this push to the upside without giving us a structure shift in the 1 hour time frame. We'll be interested to look to sell from this zone after confirmation. So keep that in mind. But for now, market is still bullish, but the thing is that market has tapped into the daily fair value gap, which is a massive supply zone. Now we're waiting for a strong confirmation in the 1 hour time frame. If we get that, then we can very easily look to sell gold. If we look at the micro structure, then this is how the micro structure is unfolding, where we have got this as the wave A, and remember this is wave 2 pullback. That means that this is a corrective structure which needs 3 waves, right? So possibly we had this as the wave A, where we had 3 waves. This was the wave B pullback, and this is the wave C. Now waves C typically constitute of 5 waves most of the time. Here also we can see very clearly that we have got very clean wave 1. I can also mark it. So wave 1, 2, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was the possible wave 3. Inside this wave 2, this pullback was possibly the wave 4, and this high is possibly the wave 5. So basically, this wave count is complete, right? And that's why we're expecting market to go down, because according to the higher time frame structure, what we are looking at is a massive corrective move where we have got this as the wave W, right? Which started on 20th October, by the way. So it has already been a month, as you can see, that this correction is unfolding. And most of the time, the fourth wave, it actually takes a lot of time to unfold. It's a very boring correction, very slow correction. And that's what we are witnessing over here, just like we had over here, right? So this was also a very slow correction. Market took a lot of days to complete this correction. You can see that it started on 22nd April and it possibly completed on 31st July. So April to July, that's basically 3 months, right? That's 90 days. So this correction, we don't think that market will take 3 months because this is not that higher degree corrective fourth wave. If it is in fact the fourth wave, because it can either be the fourth wave or it can also be the wave 2 within this higher degree wave 5, in case this fifth wave wants to extend the upside. Okay guys, hope you can hear me very clearly. So what we are looking over here is that this is a corrective structure. It's pretty clear looking at how this is playing out. This is not a trending market, obviously, so it makes very clear sense that this is actually a correction which is playing out right now in gold. And again, since this is a correction, we're going to look for a 3-wave move. So this was our first wave, right? Consisting of clear 3 waves. So we had wave A, wave B triangle, and then another drop for the wave C. So you're considering it as wave W. Right now, I mean, the wave X is already completed, where this was also a possible three wave push to the upside. And right now, we are possibly inside this wave Y. And inside this wave Y, basically, this can either play out in two ways. Either we can have a five-wave structure, or we can also have three-wave structure. Remember, these are corrections, and corrections can play out in multiple ways. We cannot pinpoint every single waves specifically in the micro count. It is very difficult to specify how the correction is going to play out because there are multiple ways in which a correction can play out. Today also, I have told you in my daily analysis video that we are expecting this correction to just be a normal, simple zigzag correction, something like this, right? This is a zigzag correction in the form of three waves, right? And that's what we're expecting here. But if market fails to drop from this fair value gap where market is right now, and market pushes to the upside to tap into this daily order block, which is just above the fair value gap in the daily time frame. If I show you, then this is our fair value gap where market is now. But above this fair value gap, this candle is our order block candle. If market needs to push to this order block candle to drop, in that case, it is very much possible that this correction can also turn into a triangle pattern. So keep that in mind. In that case, what we will expect is that this was our wave A, this was our wave B, there'll be another drop for wave C. Now this triangle can either be ascending triangle or it can also be kind of a symmetric triangle. We don't know what kind of correction will play out here, but looking at how it has played out till now, we have got this lower trend line, which has been respected three times. So there is a high chance that this can turn into a symmetric triangle, something like this, where the price action becomes narrower and narrower till the price action gets completely squeezed before a massive breakout in the direction of the trend. So this is also very much possible. So keep that in mind. Okay. That's why we cannot really say what type of correction is going to play out till the correction is over. In impulse, we can definitely say that this is how the impulse can play out because there the structures are much more clear. But in correction, there are literally multiple ways in which a correction can play out. I'm just talking about two ways here, which is a simple zigzag, which we are tracking right now. But also there can be a triangle pattern, like I have said. But there can be more ways of correction, like a double combo, triple combo type of corrective structures, where the correction gets much more complex and it becomes very difficult to identify the way in which the correction is unfolding. Here also you can see that this triangle pattern was also considered very late. Initially, what I was considering is something like this, where we had this as the first wave A. Then we're considering this push to the upside, but we're considering something like this for the wave B because we're considering a zigzag pattern. That's what we consider initially whenever a correction starts because that's the simplest type of correction. And then we were expecting another drop for the wave C to complete this fourth wave. But the market created this triangle and broke this triangle to the upside. So similar thing can happen over here as well. We have to ready for all possibilities that can happen inside a corrective structure. And that's why I don't really like corrective structures that much because we cannot really predict the corrective structures because of the many types of corrections that can take place in the market. But till now, looking at the micro structure, the zigzag pattern correction that we are considering is holding pretty well. We have got this three-wave downside pattern, which was the wave W. Then we had this wave X to the upside. Again, very clear wave A consisting of three waves, very clear corrective structure when this market was playing out somewhere around here. I told you that just because this is breaking out, do not consider that this has started the wave 5 to the upside. This is just a correction which is still unfolding. Okay, and that's what we're seeing over here. We had this three wave for the wave X, and right now possibly the wave Y has started. Now, inside the wave Y, initially we have got this clear 5 waves, no doubt about it. This is considered as the wave 1. Now, this pullback is the wave 2 pullback. Possibly, we cannot say anything for sure till we get a structure shift in the 1 hour time frame. Structure shift means the last low needs to get broken. If that does not happen, then there is no structure shift. In that case, market is still bullish and we can expect market to continue to the upside to tap into the higher daily order block. Okay, so keep that in mind. Till now, there is no confirmation, even though the microstructure is full for this wave 2, because we have got the wave A, wave B, and the 5 waves for the wave C. So it's very clear that the microstructure is complete, and according to the structure, now gold should drop and give us the market structure shift in the 1 hour, which will be a break below the last low, which created the last high. If that happens, market is dropping. This 1 hour candle definitely coming down, but we need to see this continuation to the downside and a breakdown below $4,100. That will be our first, you can say, indication that the buyers could not survive above the 4,100 level. This is going to be a very strong indication and an initial indication that gold has turned bearish. But what I would like to see is actually the next low to get broken, because this is the most important low which has created this whole push to the side. Also, we have got some POIs over here with this indication block, this fair value gap, which makes this one a very important zone. And also, we have got this 1 hour order block. So if market disrespects all these POIs and gives us a breakdown like this, along with fair value gap in the 1 hour, that will be a strong confirmation that we have got a top here and gold is ready to go down. In that case, we can look to sell gold for a new low. Okay, keep that in mind, but also you have to keep in mind that this push to the downside can either be in 3 waves like we are expecting, or it can also be in the form of, like 5 waves that we're expecting, where we have got the wave 1 consisting of clear 5 waves, wave 2 consisting of 3 waves, then we'll see again drop in 5 waves for the wave 3, pull back for the wave 4, and another drop for the wave 5. But till that happens, what we can expect is that this drop can also consist 3 waves. Okay, so that is also possible because this is a corrective structure. So in that case, we can expect that this is going to be something like an wave A, wave B, and wave C. That is also possible to complete this wave Y. But till now, since we have got clear 5 waves over here, I'm expecting this to consist of clear 5 waves as well. Okay, so I hope that is clear, guys, that we are expecting gold to give us a top here very soon. And our initial confirmation that gold has stopped will be a break below this low, which is at $4,100. If that happens, that will clearly indicate that bulls are unable to sustain above $4,100, which makes sense because according to the elevated structure, we should get a drop now because the microwave count is complete. Also, like I said, according to the SMC, if you want to follow the SMC and the ICT concepts, then we have got this massive daily fair value gap, which is a sell side imbalance, as you can see. And if we get a strong confirmation of sell from here, definitely we will be interested to sell gold. And right now I can see that gold is dropping. It is definitely showing exhaustion, which is a good sign for us. Our initial confirmation will be a break below 4100, but our strong confirmation will be a break below this low. Also, what I can say is that we have got some kind of a trend line over here, right? Which has been tested once, twice, thrice, four, and possibly fifth time. So if this trend line gets broken, that is also going to be a massive indication that the trend of the upside has now changed to the downside. Okay, so now you have to just wait for market to give us a candle close below this low, but this is only the first indication. I won't be interested to sell just on candle closing below this low because, like I said, we've got some POIs over here which can once again push gold to the upside. So if you want a strong confirmation to sell gold today, wait for market to give back-to-back red candles like this and a break below this low, which is at $4,078. If that happens, then you have got a new bearish trend in gold, and then you can definitely look to sell gold to obviously this last low, which is at 3,998, almost $4,000, right? And after that, obviously, gold should continue to the downside because if market gives us a market structure shift, in that case, it has stopped in the wave 2 or in the wave B doesn't really matter. What we want to see is a new low which should take out this low. But according to the structure, like I said, we are looking at this wave Y, which should take us, according to the Fibonacci, it should take us to the 100% extension of this wave W, which should be around $3,749. Okay, so keep that in mind. But you also have to understand that this correction can also become a bit complicated as it plays out over time, and this can also turn it into something complex like a triangle pattern or something like that. So you have to keep that also in your mind because, like I said, we've got a strong trend line to the downside. So let's say market drops, but it does not drop below this low. It is unable to break, and market actually takes support from this last POI, which is over here in the 1 hour. In that case, you have to understand that market does not want to go down below this trend line. That means that this is going to give us some kind of a triangle correction. Obviously, it's not for guaranteed, but it is going to be an indication, a strong indication, if gold is unable to break below this trend line, that this correction can become a triangle correction, which is also very much, you can say, popular in a fourth wave. In fourth wave, triangles are highly popular, but in wave twos, triangles are that not that much popular. But yes, it can still happen. But generally, the triangle pattern happens within a fourth wave. So for now, you don't have to think all that. You just focus on whether market drops below 4100. That is going to be your first indication, but you are not going to sell yet. You will wait for market to break below this low, which was the last low, which created this high, which is at $4,078. Once you have that confirmation along with the POI in the 1 hour time frame, you can definitely look to sell gold. And like I said, we have got an important zone over here. So if you want, you can also book some partial profits at this zone. And if gold continues to drop, gives us a new breakout structure to the downside, in that case, definitely you can hold some partial and trail your stop loss. Okay, so this is the setup that I'm looking at in gold for now. The macro structure is indicating that this is a corrective structure, and if this is corrective structure, and if we get a strong confirmation of a market structure shift in the 1 hour, then that will give us a very strong indication that a new bearish trend has started and that we can actually look to sell gold in the short. Okay, so I hope that clarifies your intraday plan for gold and what you would be looking at gold. But if gold does not give the confirmation, and let's say gold drops and starts to, you can say, respect these 1 hour POI, which is this mitigation block plus this fair value gap, because it's possible that market will drop once again, tap into this zone, and from here it can also reverse, because like I said, it's very much possible that we have got our daily POI over here just above the fair value gap. It's the order block, so it's very much possible that market can actually push higher towards that order block, and from there it gives its confirmation, because like I said, this wave 2 can actually extend between 38%, which is at 4092, which has already been hit. Then we have the 50 and 61% as the golden ratio zone, which is the most important, You can see resistance level for the wave 2 pullback. But after that, we have also got the 78% level. So this zone is between 61 and 78. This is the OTE level according to ICT, right? Which is the optimal trade entry level. So this zone is going to be very important because we have got the daily order block level at this Fibonacci zone. Okay, so make sure if market pushes higher after tapping into this POI, which I have marked, then you can actually look to sell from this zone, which will be between 61% and 78% level, which is the OTE level. Okay, so right now what you have to do is you have to focus on this low, which can again push gold to the upside. So once market taps this zone, if it actually shows rejection, you can take a scalp buy from here. So I'm giving you the whole plan of how gold can move. So you can take a scalp buy. If gold gives you rejection from here, you can also use 1 minute structure shift to get a strong confirmation from this zone. Once market takes out this low, then you can take buy, and your initial target will obviously be at this high. Your final target will be at $4,145, which is the daily order block level. Okay, so keep that in mind. But once market taps into this zone, you will be no longer interested to buy gold. You will only look for a similar type of confirmation in the 1 hour time frame, which will be a market structure shift. And if you get that after market taps this OTE zone between 61% and 78% level, you will take a sell entry in gold. Okay, so I hope that is clear. All in all, what we're looking for right now is a pullback, which would again change its trend to continue the downside bearish trend. Okay, because clearly I've got a very clean 5 waves over here, which is indicating that the sellers are in control of the market right now. And looking at this push to the upside, obviously it's not an impulsive move in any way. It's a very clean and clear 3 wave structure indicating that this is a corrected structure. So very soon we should get a sell in gold. That's what I'm expecting from my analysis. Okay, so I hope that is clear. If you have any queries, then you can ask me in the chat and I'll try to help you out with your queries. Let's look at silver. So similar thing in silver as well. Silver also, I told you that it is under a correction just like gold. And silver actually went very close to this liquidity, but it did not take out this high. And I told you that silver can also drop if gold starts to drop, because you know that both of them are correlated with each other. And you can see that silver has also given us a massive drop to the downside as was expected. And right now, silver is actually testing this daily order block, but gold hasn't yet tested the daily order block. Gold has tested this fair value gap from which it is showing rejection, which is a very good sign that very soon we can get a strong selling in gold and we can be a part of it, and we can also take the trade towards the sell side. Similarly, in silver also, I'm looking for a drop. Silver has also tapped this daily zone over here, and it has went up, tapped into this zone. And now in silver, I'm looking for structure shift in the 1 hour time frame. So in silver, very clearly, I can see that this was the last low, which has created this high, which tapped into this daily order block. So now if silver drops and gives us a structure shift like this in the 1 hour time frame, along with fair value gap, that means we want to see a fair value gap over here being created. That will make it a higher probability setup. In that case, on pullback to this POI, we can actually look to sell silver. And obviously, our target is going to be this low, which created this high, because just like in gold, this push to the upside, it's also just a pullback. Because here also you can see very clearly that we have got 5 waves, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, which is the wave 1. This is the wave 2 pullback. This is the wave 3. This is the wave 4 pullback. And this is wave 5. Just like in gold, exact price action is created in silver as well. And right now, this is nothing but a very clean and clear ABC structure to the upside. Market has tapped into this daily zone. And from here, if we see a breakdown below $51.2, right now, silver is at $51.85. If it breaks below $51.2, along with displacement, that means we want to see fair value gap being created over here, we'll be interested to sell silver as well, just like in gold. Okay, so if you're looking for a setup in silver, wait for market to tap into, first of all, give us a break, not break, a market structure shift along with displacement, and then on pullback to this POI will be interested to sell silver from here to target this last low. Okay, and remember that silver is also bearish, just like in gold, and we're expecting silver to also continue this downside because just like in gold, this is also a fourth wave correction. You can see this was the wave 3 high, and right now we're inside this fourth wave, which is a very clean and clear flat correction. Okay, so we have this wave A, we had this wave B, which is almost at the similar height of this wave A, and then we should get another drop in the wave C, which should also be almost at similar high at the low of the wave A. So this is called a flat corrective pattern. Okay, and this is also type of correction, just like triangle and zigzag pattern. So once this correction is over, then we'll be interested to buy silver as well. Okay, so gold and silver. Oh my God, gold has given us a very strong drop to the downside. I can see, which is very, very good indication for us. You can also look at the volume. It's amazing. And like I was saying, we need a breakdown below 4100, which we have got, but we have still 5 minutes left. So we have to wait for the candle to close. But like I told you, this is only the first indication that gold is ready to go down. If the next candle is also something like this, strong red candle, in that case, we will have this as our fair value gap from which we will be interested to sell gold on pullback. Okay, and you can also use a 1 minute structure shift confirmation once market gives a pullback to this fair value gap. Obviously, it has to be created, only then we can follow this analysis. So it's a good sign that gold has given us a very strong 1 hour bearish candle. And by the way, this is an engulfing candle, which is a very strong indication that the bears have come again into the market. And also you can see the volume. It's a massive, massive volume if we compare it to the last candles. So a lot of transaction has happened over here in the last 1 hour, and we've got a strong Marabuzo candle. It's an engulfing candle which engulfed the last 1 hour candle. And it's the first time that you can see engulfing candle has been created in a 1 hour time frame after market tapped into a major supply zone, which was the daily fair value gap. And we were expecting a sell from this zone, right? I have already told you here that we'll be interested to sell. This was our daily fair value gap. Now, if it gives 1 hour market structure shift, we will be interested to sell. Okay, so that's the plan in gold. Just wait for market to give another red candle below this low. That will give us a very strong and a healthy confirmation that gold's trend has once again turned bearish, and we can look to sell gold. Okay, guys. So I think that will be for today. I've given you a very quite extensive plan for gold, what we should be looking at, and how to execute the trade as well. Hope you follow my analysis, and if you get the exact confirmation, then make sure you do not miss this setup because you can get a very good trade in gold from this. Okay, and similarly in silver as well. Silver is also dropping. We need to see a breakdown below this low, and then on confirmation on this POI, we can sell silver as well. Okay, so I think that will be it for today. It seems like you don't have any questions, which is good. But if you like this stream, make sure to like this video and also share it with your friends so that they can also benefit from the analysis. And also, if you haven't joined the Telegram channel yet, you can join it. The link is below in the description. So that will be it for today. If you have any queries, by the way, you can definitely come to my Telegram handle, which is @AROIB. And whatever queries you have, I'll definitely try to help you with your queries. Okay, so that will be it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Till then, take care and stay safe.